It is June 28, 1914, and a tragedy has struck Europe. Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary and his wife, Sophie, have been assassinated in Sarajevo. The alleged shooter, a young Bosnian Serb named Gavrilo Princip. Today, we take you inside the courtroom where justice and history are on trial. Court is now in session for the trial of the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The accused, Gavrilo Princip, stands on trial. Prosecutor, you may begin.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to prove that this young man, this radical nationalist, knowingly and willingly took the lives of Franz Ferdinand and his wife, hoping to ignite rebellion and war. He carried a loaded pistol, trained for this day, and pulled the trigger not once, but twice. This was no accident. This was an act of terror.
And what do you plead?
Your Honor, I may have committed the act of murder, but for the act of treason, I am not guilty. I did what I have to do for my people. The Bosnian people shall not be under an Austro-Hungary empire.
We now welcome our first witness, a local police officer who was present that day. Can you recall the events that led to the assassination?
I was assigned to security during the Archduke's visit. Earlier that day, someone threw a grenade at the motorcade but missed. Franz Ferdinand insisted on going back and visiting the injured. When they did, the car took a wrong turn and led them right to where Princip was waiting. He stepped forwards, raised his gun, and fired.
Did you apprehend him?
Yes, he tried to take a cyanide pill and shoot himself, but both attempts were unsuccessful. We arrested him immediately.
What happened to the other members of the terrorist group?
There were 6 more previous attempts that failed. We arrested each member that participated in these events.
Thank you, Officer Bremer. You may leave. Mr. Princip, how do you respond?
Your Honor, I'm in a self-proclaimed nationalist group, the Black Hand. We have members all across the world. We want to show the world that the Serbian people will not be taken unseriously anymore. I have many people ready to die with me. And if this sacrifice, this assassination leads to a rebellion, then so be it.
Thank you, Mr. Princip. Before we begin our final statements, Mr. Princip, do you wish to say anything in your defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call to the stand in my defense a fellow member of the Black Hand, Mr. Karbanovic.
Very well. Mr. Karbanovic, will you please come to the stand?
My name is Nedeliko Karbanovic. I joined the Black Hand because I believe in freedom of the Slavic people from imperial rule. I stand with Gavrilo not as a murderer, but as a fighter for justice.
Mr. Karbanovic, can you please tell us our plan?
We were not driven by hatred. We were driven by history. For centuries, Serbs, Croats, and Bosnians had been under foreign rulers. Austria-Hungary had annexed Bosnia in 1908 without the people's consent. The Archduke symbolized this oppression. We trained in Serbia, and we believed that if we took this bold step, it would awaken the world to our cause. The weapons were given to us by Serbian sympathizers, and the plan was orchestrated by the Black Hand. Gavrilo did not act alone.
So you admit that this was a conspiracy?
Yes, but not for evil, for liberation. We didn't want a world war. We just wanted our land, our voices, and our freedom.
I did not commit these murders out of personal anger. I committed these murders because I saw just no other way. Our people were silenced for way too long, and I will make sure the world wakes up.
Your words have been heard, and while the court of law cannot justify your actions, only time will tell whether your motives are seen differently in the future.
Your Honor, this was not just murder. This was an attack on peace and diplomacy. His bullets did not just kill a royal couple. They shattered the balance of Europe. War is already upon us. The world is watching. Let justice speak clearly today.
The court of law finds the defendant, Gavrilo Princip, guilty of assassination and treason. However, due to his age of just 19 years old, he cannot be sentenced to death. He is therefore sentenced to 20 years in prison, the maximum amount allowed by court law.
And so the trial ends, but its impact has only begun. Within weeks, Austria-Hungary will declare war on Serbia. Alliances will be triggered, nations will fall, and the world will be plunged into the Great War, World War I. Although tensions were already high, all it needed was a spark of one moment, one gun, and one man. Gavrilo Princip and the assassination of Franz Ferdinand.